All right, guys, a lot going on. A lot of great pictures being sent in. Check out this one from Wacky Roger.
Oh, my goodness.
Up in Chama.
That looks like winter right there.
That is a good-looking buck right there. Just some incredible stuff, and the detail on this picture is unbelievable. Yeah, it's very, very cool, and he does a great job of shooting wildlife. There's nobody better. Wacky Roger's your guy if you want wildlife and trains.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, and Chama's a good place
and
to
he's
shoot
in the right
both.
spot for both.
Yeah, he really is. There's no doubt. Here's a shot right now from Cloudcroft, where they are picking up some snow high in the Sacramento Mountains. Likely to see 3, 4, 5 inches of snow up around places like Sierra Blanca throughout the night tonight. And we do still have that winter weather advisory across portions of Grant County and over into western portions of Sierra County. Our latest little storm system is churning right here over south central sections of the state. It will continue to slide to the east tonight. So the scattered showers that we have in place across the southeast and over the Sacramentos will back off here over the next few hours. We'll clear the skies out, and then we get into a little different issue, which I'll get to in just a moment. 37 degrees in the metro. Southwest winds right now pretty light at just 3 miles an hour. Temperatures across the north mainly in the 20s and 30s, and down to the south 40s and 50s for the most part here. Let's talk freezing fog, because it is going to be an issue across the state by tomorrow morning. Just about everywhere we'll have the chance to see at least a little bit of that patchy freezing fog. So here's the setup. We've got plenty of moisture across the state here at the surface. So once we cool the temperatures down tonight, cold air can't hold as much moisture as warm air. So what happens when you overwhelm the air with moisture, and when it gets cold, you form clouds and effectively fog at the surface. So as that fog sits at the surface, it sits on the road. Well, if it's below freezing, it freezes to the road and forms black ice, which becomes a real issue because it's difficult to see. You're driving down the road, everything looks fine, and all of a sudden your Prius is all over the place before you know it. So please be careful. Really, a lot of this freezing fog is one of the more dangerous things we see in New Mexico, because sometimes it's tough to even see it coming. As far as what's going on right now with our little system, it kicks its way on through and then back behind. Things quiet down throughout the day tomorrow with a little ridge of high pressure. Then over the weekend, we're going to have a series of weaker disturbances come pushing through. They're going to lead to a lot of wind and the possibility of some mountain snow showers. Otherwise, it's just going to be kind of breezy and windy through the weekend here. But we are looking at the possibility of that Christmas storm, and we do continue to keep an eye on it. And basically, the setup is this. We've got a lot of cold air that is pooling up over Alaska. Well, eventually, that's going to ride its way down through and toward the southwest here as we head toward Christmas. Now, when these storms dive down here, they usually take broadly one of two tracks. One down into the state, and then another would curl up through Colorado. Well, if it drops down into the state around Christmas, obviously we'd have some big time issues, the possibility of real travel problems. But right now, the more likely scenario is that this thing curls to the north. But it doesn't mean it won't have any impact on us. When these things turn to the north, they tend to drive a cold front through and push snow up along the east slopes of our northern mountains. So that's what we'll be watching as we head toward the Christmas holiday. If it changes, of course, we'll let you know. 30s and 40s across southern Colorado for tomorrow. A lot of sunshine on the way. Meanwhile, northwest, talked about that freezing fog. Could well be an issue for you guys. Same deal across the southwest. Morning freezing fog, and then plenty of sunshine on the way with temperatures in the 50s. Over to the southeast, hang on to some showers overnight, then those back off, and we get the possibility of a little bit of fog. But the good news is across the southeast, freezing temperatures will be harder to come by. 48 in Springer, 44 in Raton, 40 in Mora. Watch the freezing fog there. Over the northern mountains, a cold starts and a nice finish with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Out to the east mountains, that freezing fog could be an issue as well with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. And finally right here in the metro, we'll start it off in the 20s, warm it up into the 40s. And again, if you see fog in your area, just be a little extra careful. More cloud cover over the weekend with gusty winds, and then we'll watch Christmas. But for now, we're just throwing in a few more clouds. If you want to talk more on Twitter, we'll do that at KRQE Mark.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Mark.